Hello students, welcome to Microbiology PYQ series. Today's important topic is Pseudomonas aeruginosa. What is the introduction for it? See, Pseudomonas aeruginosa is a gram-negative aerobic non-lactose fermenting bacillus commonly associated with hospital-acquired or nosocomial infections. What is the morphology? Gram-negative slender bacilli you would find motile polar flagella, non-spore forming, and oxidase positive. We are doing this slightly fast because this chapter has very interesting other ways. At the culture level is the difference between most of the microorganisms. So here it grows on ordinary media and McConkey agar. So what is McConkey agar? I will tell you. First, learn the mnemonic MCT. You know MCT Municipal Corporation of Delhi. You can remember McConkey Selective Differential MCST. Okay, it does two things. First is it only allows gram negative bacteria to grow on it. So at the first level, there would be an elimination of gram positive. So gram positive will not be able to grow. Only gram negative will be able to grow. Then what it does is it does differentiation. Differentiation simply means that each and other species would grow differently. They will show different properties, characteristics. Everything will be different, just like in the case of bus. You might see that some people are sitting in the back, some people are sitting in the middle, some are sitting in the front. So it does two things. These agars are all very confusing topics, but I will break them down so much. So always remember MCSD, McConkey Selective Differential. Selective, it only lets a very specific quality such as gram negative to grow, out of which it will differentiate. Yeah, that in the case of this, it says go there. Okay, so where you simply based and one thing, differentiation will always be on their fermenting capacity. So in the case of McConkey agar, all the non-lactose fermenting colonies would be pale. And what color would be produced? Blue green. Blue green is a clear signal that our aeruginosa is present, which is called Pyocyanin for that name. And it would give a fruity grape-like odor. Another different characteristic is it can grow at 42 degrees centigrade, whereas most of the others need a lower room temperature. What are the pathogenesis and viral factors? It is highly pathogenic. First, it produces a exotoxin which inhibits protein synthesis. It also has an endotoxin, lipopolysaccharides. And third is biofilm formation. Again, this is slightly new. What happens is that bacteria, they develop their own city, okay, along with all the infrastructures. So a film is formed, a lamination is formed of bacteria, which is biofilm formation. And there are few dangerous enzymes: elastase, protease, phospholipase. What are the clinical features? Highly present in burn wound infections, ventilator associated pneumonia, most common. And that is why you see whenever a patient is on ventilator, a lot of antibiotics are given just so that there is no nosocomial infection, especially of this species, and catheter associated UTI, along with otitis externa, swimmer's ear. Basically, when people who go swimming in a pond and a lake, and this is present in the water, it comes inside the ear and creates problems. And if there is a patient who is totally immunocompromised, it can even cause septicemia. What is the gram laboratory diagnosis? Gram stain you will do. You will find gram negative bacilli. Culture we already understood in detail. It will give pigment production, pyocyanin, and characteristic odor. What was the odor? Fruity odor, grape-like. Oxidase positive, it will give you, and antibiotic sensitivity testing. We do this as we want to assess which level of antibiotics we need to give to the patient. So culture, now you see, at the general level, culture might not seem very important to you, but if the patient is severely ill, You cannot treat him without culture. You have to do culture. You have to isolate what are the infections present, what are the pathogens present, then give according to that. So what is the treatment? Anti-pseudomonas antibiotics such as piperacillin, tazobactam, 4.5 gram works wonders. Ceftazidime, carbapenems, aminoglycosides. But these two above antibiotics, piperacillin, tazobactam, and ceftazidime, are highly effective. As much as whenever you visit the hospital, you would see in the IC or the critical patients, they will always have a dose of 4.5 gram piperacillin tazobactam given to them, OD or PD. See you in the next topic. Thank you.